Hey everyone, and welcome back to Dawn of Nerds. I'm your host Charlie, and today we're going to be covering a few of the miscellaneous achievements in Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. So up first we have Nice Shot, which can be gained right at the start of the game if you obviously cut through all the cutscenes and everything like that. Grab the golf club off of Jeff because he was nice enough to be carrying one. You can go straight up to Paradise Plaza where I'm standing, and if you look upwards just ever so slightly, so the more you look up, the more the actual golf ball will fly. Charge up the shot with L2 and R2 or whatever you have for your current kind of combination of your control settings. Everyone's is different. Mine are completely different to everyone else's. I've set my controls very similar to Dead Rising 1. However, obviously, they're more... I'm still allowed to move and shoot while moving. It's a whole different video. But yeah, this one will get you the Nice Shot trophy. The other thing you can do is come over to the Dolphin Fountain over in Paradise Plaza. Obviously, there is a the bowling ball that always spawns there. Gather up a bunch of zombies. It might mean that you kind of let them all gather around you. You might get grabbed once or twice, but once you've got a massive group around you, again, L2, charge up the shot, R2, throw away, and you should find yourself getting the trophy for Strike. The next one we're going to be working on is FREEFALL. This can be obtained literally, again, right at the start of the game. You could almost do it after getting the golf club from Jeff. Up in the second story level of the warehouse, you can go up to there, and you can jump directly from the second story, not from the wooden plaques. I don't think that works, but it might. And you can get that from there. Raining zombies. So once you get to Entrance Plaza for Brad and you're doing that mission, there are loads and loads of umbrellas in there. And there's also some in Alfresco Plaza as well. As long as you knock over 10 zombies, the trophy is yours. It's a nice, easy one to get and shouldn't cause anyone any trouble. Item Smasher, you have to smash 30 items. The best place to do this is in the food court. There are stacks of these barrels around everywhere. Literally enough of them that you can probably get the trophy in one go. If not, leave and come back in and they all respawn anyway. Really easy. Don't throw them. Make sure you actually smash them over the zombies. They have to break. If you throw them, it doesn't really count. The next one is Costume Party. So these masks are scattered around the mall in all of the kids' clothing shops. Like the kids' toy shops, the toys, and I think there's 2 in Paradise Plaza that you can go to. So grab 10 masks. Once you grab 10 masks and you put 10 masks onto the zombies, they don't have to be all at once, but obviously if you're going for the trophy, you're probably going to end up doing it all at once. Grab them, put them on the zombie, and once you've done all 10, you'll get the trophy pop up for Costume Party, which I believe I get right now. There we go. Funnily enough, that was actually the last trophy I actually needed. Zombie Road is for riding or climbing 10 meters on zombies. So I did this literally, you can see in the Brad quest in the food court area. Level 3, you unlock this, the skill, and then you can literally just climb onto some zombies and just walk around. You don't need a big group. You don't need to go down to the maintenance times and do all that nonsense. You can do it straight away there. It doesn't have to be simultaneous, so it's quite easy. The Carjacker one with these convicts, again, kill the convicts, and then at some point, obviously, take their car. How you do that is completely up to you. I would suggest killing the gunner first, because the gunner will allow you to grab the heavy machine gun off the back. And once you grab the heavy machine gun, obviously, you can also use this for getting the 300 bullets fired as well, if you do wish to obviously do that. You might have to do it twice, but at this point, you've probably got it. Grab the car. Once you jump in the car, you'll unlock the prison outfit, as well as Carjacker. Whilst you're in the car, however, you can also grab another trophy. This one is for Stunt Rider. As you can see, my game completely freaks out when you do it. For some reason, it does this all the time in this game. Drive towards the lake area. The Humvee will go into the lake, hit the rocks, fly up, and that should give you your 10 meters of jumping in the car. Quite simple. Nice and easy. The next one, Legendary Soldier and Karate Champ. I know a lot of people have had problems with this. The roll, disembowel, and head smash is a godsend. You literally can't fault it. You can see here, roll, disembowel, and then if you're close to them, if you're spamming the button for the skill move straight away, you can see my life's not going down. I'm not taking damage. And that is one thing I think a lot of people are having problems with, is that they're not getting close enough to them to use the skill move. I found that you can do this by entering and exiting this little warehouse area, because there's always a big group of them that spawn there, but there's also sometimes a group that spawn just outside of the warehouse as you're entering Paradise Plaza. There's a group that usually comes at you from the right. Again, let them damage you a little bit as you roll towards them. You do have iframes whilst you roll, which means you are invincible during that time. So make sure you use that to your advantage. You can see here a massive group of them, but they're not damaging me because I'm literally using my skill move instantly. It's like quick, okay, which means that they don't have the chance to shoot, and it stops them from obviously interrupting you and then causing more problems. So you can see me here, I'm going back in. They will shoot me a few times, but then obviously I'm close enough to them using the roll. Okay, straight into the disembowel move. Again, roll again, disembowel. They might do a little bit of damage to you here and there, but obviously you'll probably have food available, especially if you're going for this trophy, the Karate Champion Legendary Soldier. And as long as you're spamming the same moves, you'll either do head smash or you'll do disembowel. So very, very simple. It makes these guys an absolute cakewalk, and you can use the same things across all of your playthroughs, infinite mode, story mode, overtime mode. They're comical at this point. They're so easy to beat. The next one you're going to be working on is helicopter, if you guys haven't got it. Really simple. Shotgun, nail gun, mega blaster or mega buster, any one of those. Climb on top of this little like area up here. It gives you an easier way to shoot them. You don't have to, you can shoot from the ground. It's not that difficult. Okay, as the helicopter flies in, take the shot with either the nail gun or the shotgun, and that trophy will be yours as well. Nice and simple. On to the next one, we have Snuff Shot J. This one obviously requires a little bit more setting up. Zombie Jesse's actually encountered after completing the fax memories. So obviously you head back, as you're heading back towards the security room, you will find that there is a brief moment where Jesse gets a call from the military. And in that moment, you can see me here, I'm fast forwarding just so I can kind of get to it quicker. In that moment, Jesse, you go through different cutscenes on your way back to Jesse. So you do have to, you'll have this conversation with Isabella, and she's like, okay, remember, blah, 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 blah. Talks about family, brother, obviously mum, dad. She's talking about the computer, the password, etc. Okay. And then you'll see the military will occur. The closer you get back to the security room, different cutscenes will occur with Jesse interacting with the military. And obviously, as we know, as the player, she is infected. So when you get to this point, obviously you'll see the military walk in. Jessie will do a whole rah thing that she does, and kind of she's killing all the military that are there. And it's a brilliant, brilliant shot. Like, it's amazing. I love it. And as you get back to the security room, obviously Frank sees that everyone's dead. He's like, oh my God, what's going on? Until he realizes that obviously Jesse's glasses are sitting on the floor. And at which point he's like, could it be? Could it happen? And as the game comes back, as you walk towards the door, Jesse will have popped out of the little like office where Barnaby was, the little back room where Barnaby was kept, and you'll find her in there and you can chop her up. Completely fine. There we go. On to the Snuff Shot B, which is the one for Brad. You will need to do this after completing case 7-2, where you collect all the bombs. You get the cutscene for Brad and Carlito, where they're shooting inside the little warehouse area. Obviously, after this, make your way back down there. Don't go anywhere else until you've gone back down there. At which point you can see I'm using the skateboard because it's just easier and quicker. Go back down there. You'll have a cutscene where you'll, like, Frank is wondering where Brad is. He's calling out to him. He hasn't got a clue until he hears, obviously, Brad calling out to Frank. And we see Brad's fate revealed in that he has succumbed to his wounds and the zombies have had their way with him, and he doesn't look that well in himself. After this point, he probably doesn't look that well as well with this person standing in front of him. Frank in this costume's amazing. I love this costume. It's like, you can't, how can you take someone seriously if they're staring at you like that? And the old Dr. Salvador from Resident Evil 4, which I don't even think is his actual name, it's just that everyone called him. There'll be this cutscene, and at that point, obviously, at the end of the cutscene, once that all occurs, Frank has this realization that Brad's innards are outwards, and he's pretty buggered at this point. So Frank will kind of bow down. He'll kind of drop to his knees. He's done. He's realized that he's losing everyone at this point. He's got nobody left. Everyone around him that he's got close to over the last 3 days have died or vanished. And at which point then you will get Snuff Shot B once the cutscene is finished. And that's it. And if you do what I do, you get a lovely shot of Brad's head coming clean off. Obviously, take a picture if you want. It's a nice thing to do. And then finish him off. Off goes his head. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.